Wait, is this a dialect of English or what is that? The ball, the ball is
Ball bag.
Mm.
Ball bag is just like how Scottish people say ball bag or ball sack or scrotum.
no. But what are they speaking? Are they speaking a dialect of that?
The point would be that the person actually is
Ball
calling
bag
me a
could be
sucker.
ball bag could be Scots, but what I was saying to you is like because like for us over here, it's easy enough for us to. We have enough Gaelic and enough English in our mix, like that. When we hear that, we know what it means. But like, I think people outside might know what it means. Now, you're asking me, does it belong to Scots? I think it does. But the ball is above and the slats would certainly be a Scots phrase, which is considered its own language. But it's also like just like it's basically English. There's no Gaelic words in there. Now
right.
there's other Scots phrases that you could come across where they are actually there's bits of Gaelic mixed in with them, and they're much harder to to sort of like recognize. That's a simple one. I'll think of one while I'm quiet.
Yeah, look, no, I don't want to interrupt you, but actually, we have almost the same saying. That we in Czech. Zapřát kočár před koně, which means actually basically put the crate before the horses, which would be logically precisely the same, but yeah, we use it a little bit differently. But it goes with the point that me being basically Celtic, which goes with the Scots, so yeah, maybe there is some intermediate logic where we get those sayings from. I don't know. I don't even try to guess.
Yeah, but that phrase you said in Scots, right? That sounded like English. Right, like
it is, but see that's okay. So that's one of the that's a close one. Like, but there's ones that aren't as close. Like,
okay.
I'm just trying to think of one. I'll be thinking something will come to me because I want to find one. I want to think of one that has like it's very easy to think of like they have how'd you wished, we have hold your wished, which means hold your tongue. I don't think that translates though to an Irish translation or Gaelic translation. I'm kind of trying to think of one where maybe Denny fast yourself.
You can use AI.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one that incorporates some Gaelic translation. But one won't come to mind while I'm sitting here thinking.
Your accent's coming out though.
I don't want to be like too difficult, but basically most language actually has their own version of hold your tongue. Like in my own language, it would be like drž jazyk za zuby. It basically means hold your tongue. It actually just added the part behind your teeth, you know. So not just hold it, but be more tightened. Sorry. Yes.
Can you say it again? The first word, brisht.
You mean say it in my own language or the English translation?
Yeah, in your own language.
Drž, which literally means hold.
Okay.
Drž. Drž.
You found the phrase yet, Yandolf?
No, because I'm not so familiar with this. Like, I'm familiar with the Scots enough to understand them a lot, but like, I'm trying. What I was hoping to find, and I've been trying to Google one for you, one that incorporates actual, actual Gaelic and English mixed together. Because I know there's plenty of them. I just can't think of one.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm not sure if I can help you with that, but
yeah, help him. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I'll go with one word here that I do know the Scots use in the Scots, right? Bra, right? And in Irish that may be bra. It's probably bra in Scots, but like that just means good. And sometimes you might hear something like it's a bra bright moonlight night tonight, right? Or it's a bra bright moonlight night tonight, and
Yeah,
that incorporation of the word bra means it's a nice, it's a good, basically saying that like it's a fine moonlight night tonight.
Right. That's like
Okay.
that's like England version. It's a good night tonight. America, how we say. Yeah, no, I understand that. No,
Yeah.
So I understand that.
So they might incorporate the word bra, which actually translates straight from Gaelic as good. It's a broad, bright moon. If they told you it was a broad, bright moonlight night tonight, you know that like that first word that was included with all the English words is actually a Gaelic word. Slightly tweaked.
I guess I would ask, but for the most part, that's slang. Like in American like projects, right? You have some slang. I wouldn't call that like I would call that slang. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, but you're talking about American language. He's talking about a Scottish one.
No, but that was
When
the
it's a
same.
much more primitive.
No, he didn't say Scottish, Scots, right? He said Scots, right? Which was a mix of English and Gaelic.
Yeah.
He didn't say Scottish, right?
And that is actually its own dialect. That was his point.
No,
No, well, Scots actually, I thought Scots was its own dialect. Apparently, Scots qualifies as its own language, even though it's a mix of two.
But I can understand it for the most part.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I guess I
can
have
be.
to really go to Scotland and find out for myself. But like from what you, if
Yeah, but the point is that you can say it's a slang word in your understanding of the English language, which would be American English.
right,
But in Scottish English or whatever it's called,
Scots.
it's actually like legitimate word. It's not slang. It's a part of the cultural perception of that language. Therefore, you need to understand that there is more than just one English, which people have a problem with. And I don't want to be like an annoying asshole about this, but yeah, sometimes when I speak with Americans, they actually have a problem with the point that their understanding of the English language is not the only one that actually makes sense for other people. And when they go on those servers and speak with people from other parts of the world, they are like, you have to accommodate to us. And people are like, yeah, we would like to, but don't be stupid about that. Like, it's like when they talking about measurements, about dates, about time, and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe use the logic that you have a date of the day, then you have the month, and after that you have the year. For Americans, for some type of Americans, this is impossible issue to deal with because it's obviously month, date, year.
Yeah.
How very fucking logical.
Sometimes as well though that like you have things that are like the structure of the sentence, even though they might be using English words, it's structured in a more Gaelic fashion. Like hasty back is just like come back soon. But it's like it's kind of like for example, if I said to you, right, if a Gaelic speaker was to say, I went to the shop, right? You would say in English, I went to the shop. The Gaelic version is Hu Megaji and Shoppa, which actually, if you were to translate it word for word, goes like went I to the shop.
Okay. Well, you're speaking Gaelic, not Scots, right?
But I think this is what's got. I don't know why Scots is actually considered its own language. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not an expert in it, but I'm just saying some of the phrases are structured in the same way as Gaelic, even though they use English words or they use a mix of English and Gaelic, and they're structured in the Gaelic style. I don't know. I don't know who gets to who bangs the gavel on this. Like, I'm not an expert.
Well, basically nobody does. If I understand it correctly, the point is to show how you can use the words of the same language and use them in a way how people do not understand them because of the different word structure or sentence structure, most probably sentence structure. And it's like, if you use the language in the way that other people do not understand, so can you actually blame them to get lost on your thought of the train of the thoughts, I would guess. Sorry, my bad.
Thoughts of the train, that was interesting.
Like we have things I could probably speak more to like Hiberno, right, where we have the use of the habitual be, so I do be, right? That's something that Irish people use. It comes from the Irish beam, which means basically I'm at. So you'll hear things like, particularly like I've worked with people like who are Irish speakers who then learned English who had Irish as their first language, and they'd say, "Oh, I'd be there at 8:00 if I not be there, you find me wherever," and they use the language like that.
Sure. I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying to actually.
Well, before I just want to finish one more thing. Right. One more thing that people who visit Ireland might come in contact with is, "Oh, geez, I'm after hitting me fucking thumb," right? Or I'm after doing something, and this structure, I'm after doing, I'm after something, I'm after, is based on an Irish Thomerish, which means like basically I have done. I'm after doing. It's a direct structure translated from the Irish language into English, and just like using the English words to, say the same thing, but like in the same structure.
I know. I actually even know what you are trying to do, because you are actually trying to use the past tense in a certain way, and how to say it, like in my own language.
Let me try to understand. Repeat that phrase again. I'm after doing. Repeat the phrase. I want to see if I understand it. And you see.
Okay, so in Irish you have a post-verbal structure sometimes in sentences, like, okay, Thom Taresh. So that's I'm after, right? Taresh seems like